How's it going, guys? CB7 here, and today I'm going to be doing a player review on Inform Cuadrado. Now basically, before this review starts, I just want to say that I will be kind of changing up the way I do player reviews, hopefully from now on. Basically, on player reviews in the past, I think I tried to mention almost every single stat on a specific card and mention if it was bad or good, and I feel that this got really repetitive, and generally those player review videos were just getting a bit too long. So from now on, I'm only going to mention the standout pros and cons of each card, and I'm sort of going to talk about some of the other stats as well. And I'm also going to generally be talking about how the card performed for me in order to make this video more interesting, and also for the viewer to get a better understanding of the card. So yeah, but anyways guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, and without further ado, let's get on to this video. So basically, Inform Cuadrado is an 85 rated right mid from Juventus. He's 5'10", he has high medium work rates, and he has 3-star weak foot and 5-star skill moves. Basically, I really don't recommend for you guys to pick up this card now, even if you really want to, because I will feel that his price will drop hopefully a lot over the coming days. Now, I did pick this card up for 185,000 coins, but you could probably get him now for around 150,000 coins, if you really want to, but I do recommend waiting a bit. Now onto the in-game stats of this card. His most standout stats would have to be 94 sprint speed, 93 shot power, 94 dribbling, and 95 agility. And basically, in the games that I played with this card, I did play him in the right forward position rather than the right mid position because I felt that I would get more clips in order to show you guys. But in general, I think that this card will be very effective for you if you're looking for someone who's pacey and can cross a ball on the wings. Basically, this guy's sprint speed and acceleration was a standout pro on this card. There are a lot of pacey players in the game, but since this guy does have great pace and great dribbling, it really combines together in order to make this guy absolutely unstoppable for your opponents. A lot of the time when I would run at my opponents with this card, my opponents found it very hard in order to get the ball off of him. He is very effective at running down the wing and crossing the ball into the box, and really just running in general. Some of the time, just for fun, I got Cuadrado on the ball and just tried to run through my opponent's team. And for most cards on this game, I would not be able to do that, but with Cuadrado, almost every opponent I faced found it difficult to get the ball off of him, and I was able to run through so many players and make it to my opponent's net. Now, I didn't score all of the times that I did this, but a lot of the time I was able to make it there and actually get a shot on net, which is very surprising. Which is why I also think this guy's agility is a standout pro as well. I think his agility contributed as to why it was so hard to get the ball off this guy. Basically, when I was running at my opponents and I had to make a sharp turn, or I had to try and get away from them, it was really easy to maneuver away from them since this guy's agility was so good. His agility basically made him untouchable, and I felt his agility really helped as to why I made so many good turns in order to keep running with Cuadrado and keep getting the ball up the field. Now the last standout pro on this card I feel is Cuadrado's crossing, which is why I mentioned before I really feel that he will play amazing in a right mid position. Because think about it, this guy has all the qualities that you need for a good right mid. He has great pace, great crossing, his dribbling is good as well, his agility is very good, and he also has good stamina, so he'll have so much energy all throughout the game. But yeah, I did feel that his crossing was very good. He whipped in a lot of balls with good pace, good power, good curve, that found a lot of my players that were in the box. He did get 2 assists off of crosses. I really felt he should have got 3. One of them, my opponent's goalkeeper just made an absolutely unreal save. But yeah, I really think his crossing is very accurate, and he was able to set up many of my players on my other team in order to get good opportunities on net when they were in the box waiting for a cross. Now I'm going to talk about the standout cons of this card. The first standout con is this guy's strength. I know I said that this guy was basically untouchable. He is, okay? He is basically untouchable because of his pace. But when my opponents were actually able to win the ball off this guy, and they got into a physical battle, Cuadrado didn't really win any of those. Some of the times he did, but a lot of the times when he came up against center backs on my opponent's team, he easily got out-muscled. And the next standout con of this card is this guy's finishing. In general, most of his shooting I felt was very good. His shot power was very good. I felt that his shots were very powerful. And also his long shots were pretty decent as well. He did have one volley from way outside the box that hit the crossbar. And if that went in, I would have literally went mental. But unfortunately it didn't, but he did have a lot of good shots from outside the box nevertheless. But the thing that is a big letdown is this guy's finishing. He really just got such good chances where I really would have expected him to finish, and he just didn't do that. But that's really why I don't think that this guy would make the best right forward or right wing, since he does really fail to finish at the end of it all. So yeah guys, in general, Cuadrado is a pretty decent attacking slash midfield player. His pace is honestly unreal. He also has good skill moves as well. He has 5-star skills, so if you do skills, I recommend to get this card as well. Now basically, I've said in past player reviews that I don't do skills, but in this player review, you know, I decided I was going to try some skill moves out. And I made some pretty disgusting plays on my opponents with some nasty skill moves. I mean, I know I'm not a pro at skill moves. I was kind of butt mashing a bit. But I think I did some pretty good moves in order to get away from my opponents. Also, Cuadrado's shooting for the most part is pretty good as well. Besides his finishing, his passing for the most part is pretty good as well. Almost all of his dribbling stats are insane, especially his agility. And he also has decent stamina, so he does have a lot of energy all throughout the game. But he is not the strongest player, and he does get knocked off the ball a lot of the time when he does get caught on it. And he is also quite expensive as well. So yeah guys, if I had to give this card a rating out of 10, I would give him an 8 out of 10. So yeah guys, I really recommend if you do have the coins to go and pick this card up and try him out. But yeah guys, that's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know, for the first time in forever, I was actually kind of early while releasing one of these player reviews. I do really want to try and do this. I want to release player reviews as quickly as possible, because a lot of the time I do release player reviews on Saturdays and Sundays, and a lot of the time people aren't interested in those players anymore by then. So I'm going to try and keep this up, but basically guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.